Okay, so in the last video we covered the site page excludes and general tidying up. Obviously, you need to spend a lot more time, but this is where you can get to just off the first for the first hour or so. Right, basically we probably only want this showing on the home page, so what we're going to do is we're going to find it and exclude it, and then we're going to go in the CSS and change some of the background styling so it only shows on the home page. Basically we can use Firebug again to find the location in the HTML, and I can see that, let's have a look, that the main part of it falls in this table here, and there's a whole row we probably want to omit, and there's an inner class of cell with class mid, so we're just going to use the browser's own search function. There we go, we can pretty much see exactly what's going on here. It's probably that section there. So we're going to use the exclude tags. I've actually got them on the clipboard, but you can watch. There we go. So we're going to exclude from the same as we did before in the last video, from the top and from the bottom. So we're now excluding that section from the site page, the checkout page, and there we go. So if I go on the home page, the section's there. If I go on any of the site page or the checkout page, the section goes. Now what we've got left with is this big black banner at the back. We can exclude that from CSS using a neat little trick. Basically, first of all, we find what the banner is. We do that by viewing the background images. So it's tail.gif, and there'll be another one on the right as well, which we'll do in a minute. Okay, so we'll just go back to the store design. Click CSS. Now we need to find where the tail.gif tag is. Tail.gif. Okay, so we've got it there under body. Now what's clever about this is that if we look at the CSS in Firebug again, the system on the body tag automatically writes out a class, and it will write out a different class for each page, but in this case it will write out an EWS default tag. So we actually only want to set that background image when on the body when EWS default is there. So what we do is we, on a new line, we say body, but only when that is when we're on the default page, and we set the background URL in there. We'll leave the padding. There we go. Okay, so now we've done that, and then when we go through to a inner page, now this is only a browser cache problem. If we reload the frame, there we go. Okay, right, really nice. And now we need to do exactly the same thing for the other page, and this time I'm going to just open up in another window, and then this time I'm going to view the background image to find the name, and this one's called header_bg2.jpg. I'm going to find that in there, and there we go, and it sets it on the tail. And in fact I can just simply say body.ews default. There we go. Right, so that's done. So that's how you clean that top bit up. Okay, so I'm back on the site. I'm going to hit refresh. Here we go with the home page. Now obviously there's some work in there. You'd need to get some graphics to swap this out by, or your web designer would give you a different banner for the top, and then this header banner here, everything's editable. This is now fully working. As soon as I click through to one of the inner pages, I'm now on an inner page. Of course I've collapsed the whole top banner up, but I could actually make it so that a slimmer version of the banner appears there. But in any case, what you've got there now is a really good start. I think the total time for these first set of videos is well under the hour, and basically you've got a running start now. You'd really have to go through now and clean everything up and style all the inner pages and everything, but you've definitely got the fundamentals. If we were doing the implementation, we'd do that, and then the rest of the time now we would spend getting the customer to import some content and working through on the inner pages and checking that everything looked right, cross-browser, checking the customer was happy. The most important thing is the customer's happy. But yeah, you should be able to have a play with this. And that is it. Any questions? If you're an implementer, our team's available on chat or via email. We'd be more than happy to work through anything, any questions you've got. Obviously there's a lot more to the system than this. This gives you a good start, but if you need to know, hey, is this possible, or how do you do that, you just come on and ask us. If you were able to follow this through yourself with this or another template, then you would be pretty much there for for being able to get started, and it is amazingly quick and amazingly easy and powerful. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. If you want to see some other example sites, then just take a look on our website. Our example customers, and you can see what's impossible. All of the storefronts that you see on our website, even some of the really advanced ones, were all implemented by our team using the tools here, along with their CSS HTML knowledge, and along with some image editing or some or a web designer if the design was worked up from there. So it really does show that anything's possible. It's probably got a lot in common with other templating systems, but it is quite quick and fast to do things with that editor. Okay.